Okay. See how this is going. Alright, good deal. Sorry about that. Just changing some things over. So, looks like we're live, pal. So, hi, Andy here. And not sure if I'm going to be on for super duper long. But I just wanted to come on here and talk to you guys about some things. Yo, Charles, what's up, dude? How you doing today? Let me save that one for later. Yeah, so I'll wait for some people coming in. Yeah, so I'm speaking through my new headphones. So hopefully everything's coming in good. I guess these Bluetooth headphones have like a mic or something. I don't know how good a quality it is, but hopefully it's decent. Just wanted to try something new. Yeah, I got these thanks to a nice gift card from my alma mater, Lakeland University, Japan. So during the graduation party, won raffle and got an Amazon gift card, so I decided to invest in some Bluetooth headphones. And these are pretty good. These normally retail for about $100, but thanks to the gift card, got it pretty cheaply. So, yo, what up, Twin Lamps? Yeah, this only cost me a couple bucks altogether. And they're, not gonna lie, they're not super bassy from the get. You have to tweak the EQ on your computer and phone to really get these to sound good. But once you do, they sound great. And the battery life on these is just insane. Like my old earbud headphones that I used, they were just glitching on me like really bad. You know, I'd walk by certain areas in Japan, especially since it's like very dense, a lot of buildings and stuff. Oh, sorry. Here, let me turn up the mic a little bit. So I'll just go in there and fix that. Yeah. Yeah, I haven't adjusted the, hopefully this isn't too loud, so. Yeah, if there's any audio issues, just let me know. And we can go from there, so. Okay. There we go. Right. Yeah, because I'm just looking at the audio levels on OBS, and it looks okay, but give it a listen on my phone, see if there's anything going on. Okay, cool. That's good. I'll turn down the desktop audio a little bit because it's just a touch too loud. That's all good. It's just a sound check portion anyway, so it's fine. Actually, I'll just put it back to where it was. There we go. Cool. Alright. A little bit tweaking, peeking. Should be good. Yeah, I don't know like what the sound quality is for the mic portion for these headphones, so hopefully it's good. But I just wanted to test it out. But regardless, so now that we got some peeps in the chat here, figured we'd talk about some things that just been like on my mind for a while. You know, just talking about visa situation, what's going on, and stuff like that. So, I'll turn on music a little bit so I can hear myself. So, but yeah, as far as my visa situation, I'm happy to say that I got my job hunting visa. So, got it this week actually. So, I've had it for a couple days now. And I'll make the video about this on Ames Japandy as well. So, if you guys missed this live cast, then that's fine. But I figured I'd announce it here first, right? Because I don't know, I've been really enjoying doing live streaming, you know. So, thanks. Yeah, I got it. So I'm good for the next 6 months, and then if I still need some full-time employment or whatever, then I can extend it for another 6 months. So I can still be on this visa for up to a year, and just go from there. So yeah, so old Hambone been talking shit about me on Twitter. Yeah. That's how you know you made it, right, Adam? Oh, man. Yeah, I've been, you know, hearing about it a little bit here and there. You know, not just from him, but from others too. And it's always funny when I hear people from bigger channels talking shit about me. Like, oh, this tiny nothing YouTuber makes nothing videos that nobody watches. You know, he's just a peon, just a speck. He's not worth my time. Meanwhile, they're going to dedicate like a 10 to 15 minute block about this nothing YouTuber that's not worth their time, apparently, right? So, yeah. That's just kind of how it is. But, you know, in his particular case, and I'm not going to spend all stream talking about it, so, you know, this isn't what this is about. But with his particular situation, you know, I'm not the first person he burned a bridge with, and I ain't gonna be the last. You know, he's been going through good old buddies of his faster than Big Macs. So, you know, I just feel bad for whoever he's got. You know, that's still his friend. You know, he just uses and abuses people, and then once he's done with you, you know, once he has an out to get rid of you, to make himself look like the supposed better person, you know, yeah. I'm still here. I'm just gone from his life. Well, aside from all the shit talking that he's been giving me, so honestly, like I blocked him on all. Oh, right, yeah. Yeah, that's another example, you know, like, and Mark's known him longer than anybody out here in Japan. Like, Mark is that, like, day one OG friend. You know, they moved to Japan around the same time. They were in the same guest house. Not the Nakano Shimbashi one, like, another one that's, like, long since closed down, like, many years ago. And that's how they met, you know. Mark was his first, like, real friend out here in Japan, and he went through all that whole fucking thing with him, with the whole legal trouble and everything. And, you know, I actually had drinks with Mark a couple weeks ago. We were just kind of chatting shit and just seeing how everybody's doing. And to hear him kind of tell it from his perspective, you know, on the surface, the whole thing with Sam, you know, trying to get Mark out of jail and stuff like that, seemed like a very good Samaritan type thing to do. Like, you know, he's my friend, he's my good old buddy, I'm gonna get him out of jail, and, you know, it's gonna be a good time. But it just kind of, looking back at it now, and especially hearing how Mark described some things. I don't want to get too into it because it's a little personal, and I don't know how comfortable Mark is having all his shit out there on blast. But you know, just from the outside looking in, it looked like Sam was doing a good thing, helping his friend out, and all this, that, and the other. But kind of looking back on it now, I can kind of see the ulterior motives, where it's like Mark. It went from doing a good thing for Mark to kind of getting some content for his channel. It's like, oh, I helped my friend out of Japanese jail, and they have like a 99% conviction rate, and all this, that, and the other, and I'm gonna help my friend Mark out of jail. And it became less about Mark and more about him, and just all the good stuff that he's doing, which kind of losing the message there, because that's the thing with Sam. He can't, even when he tries to be selfless, it comes off as selfish. And looking back on it now, it's but yeah, I guess they had a falling out. They've had a falling out a while ago, I guess, because Sam was living with Mark for a while. And this is all public knowledge, so I'm not saying anything that, was said in confidence or whatever, but because fucking Sam was live streaming from Mark's place, and he had the fucking, I guess Mark lives kind of high up, so Sam didn't want to go downstairs and like get his Uber Eats food, and the Uber Eats guy didn't want to go all up the stairs to deliver it to him. So he had like a literal fucking bucket that he would drop down, and he'd put the food in there. And it's one of those things where it's like, come on, Sam. Where you kind of think that he would do it, but you wouldn't think that he's not really gonna do that, right? It's just one of those like, haha, he's fat, we get it, haha, funny type things. But then you actually see him do it on stream, and it's like, come on, Sam. It'd be one thing if you like broke your leg or something like that, but like, come on, dude. Like, it's ridiculous. But I always get a kick out of it whenever he tries to call me out of my shit, as far as like, well, Andy's saying it's fat, we're both some fat guys, why can't fat guy can't make fun of other fat guys because he's fat too, oh my god, Andy's saying so fat, oh my god. And I'm like, bro, yes, I am fat, okay, but you passed fat like 100 kilograms ago, so don't come in here trying to give me that shit of, oh, you're fat too, Andy Sand, yeah. You weigh like literally twice as much as I do, and I'm not a small dude, so it's just same old Sam, man, same old Sam, just how it is. And I feel bad for his current crop of hangers on. I guess got old Nick, Chad Soyboy hanging on. He seemed like because I met Nick, when we were at the guest house, because he was out in Japan and stuff, and yeah, he had that kind of like jock Chad energy about him, but he seemed like an overall good kid. But I guess when he went back to the States to like go back to school and stuff, like his then wife got addicted to drugs, and he was just like, fuck this shit, I'm out, I'm moving back to Tokyo. Or whatever. And there might be more to it than that. That's just from what I know. So, it's just, I'm just glad I got the fuck out of there when I did. Because as bad as it was when I was there, with Sam taking over fucking everything at the guest house, like, apparently it's gotten, like, way worse, because, like, nobody wants to challenge him on shit. Live streaming from that big-ass living room, which is supposed to be a study for everybody, but he takes up, like, a good portion of it, just dedicated to his own shit. Yeah, exactly. Like I think Mark or somebody clipped that portion, and yeah, it's literally him just fucking throwing the bucket out the window and pulling it up with the string or the rope or whatever, and fucking, oh, McDonald's. You know, like, fucking really, dude? I don't know. So sad. I don't know. Just a lot of people don't want to fucking call him out on his shit. That's the thing. You know, a lot of Japanese people, you know, they want to be polite, and, you know, they want to cause a scene with the big, fat, loud foreigner, and all this, that, and the other. So, you know, they try to be overly polite and don't want to call him out on his shit. So, but it is what it is, you know, like, it's just funny that Sam tries to call me out on my shit and try to, like, goad me into making another response video, you know. But I don't mind talking about it on live streams and stuff. I'm not going to dedicate a whole one to it, but you know, as far as making like another dedicated video to it, I don't really see a reason to. You know, like I said what I wanted to say in the Truth Between Me and TKO Sam or whatever it was. That video's still fucking blowing up. Which crazy. And I was looking through the analytics on it yesterday, just kind of see like where people are finding that video through, or like what's on their recommended list or whatever. And it was that old video of what happened between me and the Andy-san from like Sam's perspective. And his whole thing was, you know, I got depressed and, you know, was sucking the energy from him and all this, that, and the other. But it's like, you know, it's not untrue. It's just not really phrased correctly, I guess. Because, like, when he spoke about you blocking him, that Sam was just using. Yeah. Yeah, oh, Victor, that's another situation, man. Fucking. Yeah. Well, I'll get into Victor here in a sec. I just want to finish this little bit with Sam. So, that whole thing of me, like, sucking the energy from him and being, like, an energy vampire, I think was the term he used. You know, the thing was, like, I was going through a really depressive episode because of what was going on in the world at the time. And I'll admit it, you know. Because, you know, the whole Cologne Chain World Tour thing was kicking off. There was a lot of uncertainty going on. And I went from, you know, going out to campus, living in the box. Like, I didn't mind living in the box because it was just, like, I was really close to campus. Didn't have to pay a whole lot in rent. Like, fuck it. Because I was, like, hardly ever there. I was only there to, like, sleep, shower, do some homework, and most of the time I'd be out in town. But with Kelowna-chan, I was in the box, like, all the time. Because, you know, that was when they started closing down restaurants, so I couldn't, like, stay there to do homework. And the guest house itself was getting crowded because everybody else was either losing their jobs or getting their hours cut, or they were doing the work from home thing too. So I couldn't, like, you know, work in the study like I used to. And I couldn't, like, do classes there because Sam would always be live streaming. So I couldn't, and I even said this in the video, like, I couldn't just sit there and if the teacher would ask me a question, you know, be like, yeah, the answer to number 2 is A, or whatever. Meanwhile, Sam's in the background eating his fucking Uber Eats McDonald's, like, oh, shit on my dad's dick. Ah, Dad. It's so funny, Dad. Ah. Spray trooping. Ah. I couldn't be doing that shit. So, I was pretty much just holed up in my box the whole time. Because that was the only place I could, like, focus. And even then, that was starting to wear on me because there was projects that I really needed to sit down and work on, but it was just hard for me to focus. So I had to, like, go out to hotel rooms and just, you know, get some space. I know, right? Well, you know, if you're around him long enough, you kind of get his mannerisms and shit. But yeah, right. Ah, shit on my dad's dick. Oh, fuck yeah, Dad. Yeah. So. I can do it too. I can be funny too. Haha. Right? But, anyway. So, that was the whole thing with Sam. Like, I pretty much said what I wanted to say in the video, so, like, I don't really need to make another one talking about it. Even though he's, like, trying to goad me to do it, because like I hear it all the time. I have him blocked on like every platform. So like all those like retweets or whatever the fuck he does, like I don't see any of that, you know. So he can do it till Zuber Eats gets there, and it'll make a damn bit of difference to me. I'm out here fucking getting it, son. So, but it was funny. Like I saw in the comment of that, the truth between me and the Andy San video. Somebody, I forget who, it was the most recent comment at the time, saying that, yeah, Andy San left you because he gets paid like way more doing other work, and Sam's in the comment, what? Yeah, Sam, I get paid more now, and I'm way happier, so thanks, asshole. So, yeah. But anyway, getting to the Give Me a Spine Man video. So, yeah, that whole situation with him blocking me. So, I recently reached out to Victor, actually. I think this was it's a couple months ago. And I wanted to make amends with things, because the whole situation between me and him was him and Sam, Victor and Sam were going through that whole squabble, and I was working for Sam at the time, so I didn't want, because they were both my friends, and I didn't want to get involved with it at all. And you know when you kind of feel like your friends are going to want to like pull you in to like mediate? Because that's usually what my friends do if they're having an argument. You know, they usually pull me in because I'm that like calm sense of reason, and they want me to play referee with them. And I'm like, I don't want to get involved. I don't have a horse in this race. This is just between you two, so just leave me out of it. And I also knew how paranoid Sam was, so I just, you know, quietly, kind of preemptively just blocked Victor on all platforms. And the intention was just to do it for like a little bit, so, you know, just in case Sam would like ask me, well, are you friends with Victor? I'm like, no man, I blocked him. I don't believe you. And I'd show him the screenshots or whatever. And thankfully it never came to that, but I just kind of did it preemptively, just, you know, in case Sam tried to call me out on it. And I forgot to unblock him, you know, because shit happens. And I was watching, I guess like somebody linked a video just kind of saying, yeah man, Victor's making some good stuff now, it's cool, you know, seeing all these bike riding videos and stuff like that, and I was just like, just watching it, it's like, yeah, it's pretty cool. He seems pretty good in his life now, you know, he's got some kids, and you know, he's settling in, he's not doing the drama content anymore, so I'm like, alright, cool, it seems like he's turned a new leaf, you know. So I go and unblock him on everything, and I sent him a comment on one of his videos. I think it was the video where he's like, I don't know why the Andy-san blocked me. I just don't understand. You know, I never really did anything wrong to the guy. I just don't understand why he blocked me. And you know, I left a comment on on that video saying, hey, you know, I know it's been a while, and I just kind of told him the whole thing that I just told you guys. And you know, I just apologized. I was like, hey, it was really shitty for me to do. I shouldn't have done that. It wasn't right. And I apologize. And he leaves me a fucking comment. It's like, oh, fucking bullshit, man. You know, why don't you grow a spine, be a real man? You were in the military. You know, I thought they treated all you military people with a spine. You know, it's just a fucking bullshit ass answer, man. And he also pointed out this this video I made on. Well, this was before I made the Andy Japandy channel, but it was like a J-Vlogger tier list, and he was mad that I wasn't on it, and I might have made like some offhand remarks about it. Nothing too serious. I think it was just kind of playful dance. But he was all like, "So you wouldn't have me on your..." Yeah, right. Give me a break, man. Right? Hey, Dion, how's it going? So, he sends me that whole fucking thing, saying, yeah, I wasn't on your J-Vlogger tier list, and, you know, so clearly, it's because you hate me, man. Quit bullshitting. Stop being a fucking liar. Being with this weak-ass fucking apology. Come on here and be like a real man. Like you were in the military, Mr. Sir, yes, sir. And all this other shit. And I'm like, I just fucking apologized to you about it. But because, and here's the thing, like, it didn't end there, right? So, the following bike vlog, or whatever the fuck he was doing, he was talking about me. He didn't reference me by name, but he was like, yeah, this tiny YouTuber, who I won't mention and give, you know, a platform on my channel, but this tiny YouTuber's been making videos for way too long and just gets, like, 2 views a video. I don't know why he still does it, and he blocked me, and I just don't understand why he blocked me, you know? I just don't understand it. I don't get it, you know? I never did anything to the guy, and I don't really know him, and I just don't understand. Why would he block me? I'm a good guy. I treat him nice. I don't get it. Why would he block me? I don't know. Tiny little YouTuber, doesn't mean nothing. You know, I don't want to spend too much time talking about him, but I'm gonna talk like 15 minutes, you know, about this tiny nothing YouTuber, gets no views and whatever, you know, just so after that, I was just like, this guy's a fucking idiot, man. He hasn't learned a damn thing. Still, just like Sam, you know, same old Sam, same old Victor. So I was just like, alright, man, I fucking apologized like a real man, apparently. Fucking told him the truth, but he was like, he didn't want to take it, so. That's just a little lesson from the old Andy San Badeshta. You know, there's going to be times where people aren't going to accept your apology, and, you know, it's just not, you shouldn't, like, take it too much to heart, because, you know, you did the right thing, you came clean, you know, as long as you were honest and upfront about things, like, that's the big thing. Yeah, he is king of the morons. Yeah. He certainly is. So. But yeah, that's basically what's been going on with those 2 knuckleheads. I'm surprised they're not friends anymore. Well, I'm not, but I also am, because they're, like, meant for each other, basically. You know? So. Then I guess we'll get to the whole Unrested situation a little bit, and then we'll get into the actual, like, updates and shit instead of talking about drama, you know. But yeah, so the whole thing with Unrested, I guess there was not a guess, but, like, there was a time, this is going back several years, where he tried to implicate me along with a whole bunch of others, including Sam. This is the whole reason why they were fucking beefing. But they were trying to bring me and Sam and a bunch of others into this this scandal that I can't mention on YouTube because it's really fucking bad. But it rhymes with Edo. So I'll let you fill in the blanks there. Yeah, he tried to rope us up into this alleged scandal going on, which was completely baseless. But because Scott had such a large platform, he was gonna, like, spread this online, and there's this whole fucking, I think it was called, like, JVlog Gate or something like that. It's been documented before, but he initially roped me into it too, and later he scrubbed my name, of course, pretty early on. But just the fact that it would be out there, you know, it's like, people with large platforms like that don't really realize, like, the damage that they do to everybody else. Like, they're just fucking talking shit and stuff. Meanwhile, you know, you get a bunch of fucking nut jobs out there. Oh, write that down. Oh my god. Arrested, you know, calls the Andy San a lover of the cultured period of Japan. Oh my god. Gotta write that down. And it could be like completely baseless, but you know, just because he said it, must be true. Total gospel, right? But thankfully we got that situation cleared out, and from then on, I pretty much just blocked Scott. I was just like, fuck this asshole, if he's willing to do that kind of shit. But I recently listened to an interview he did on the on Radbury's podcast, Why Come Japan, and he said he was like really going through some shit during that time. He was going through like some mental health stuff, and you know, I guess there was some shit going on with his business. Some people, you know, fucking stole some money from him, basically. And just a whole bunch of other stuff. I definitely recommend you guys give it a listen. He's done interviews with Scott in the past, but it's his most recent interview, Times live stream. So, yeah, from that point on, I decided it's just in my best interest to forgive Scott. You know, like, he was just kind of going through some shit at the time, and you know, it's not doing me any good to continue to harbor that resentment, you know. And that's kind of the same thing with Sam and Victor too. It's like, it's not doing me any bit of good to continue to hold that resentment against the both of them. That's why, you know, when they try to start some shit with me, all I can do is just fucking laugh, right? It's like, fucking really? You know, like for those who don't know, like, I'm 35 years old, fucking Sanju Gosai. And Sam's not too far behind me. And Victor, he's much older than I am. So either way, like, all of us are just too old for this petty high school bullshit. So, like, all I can do is just fucking laugh when he tries to, like, stir the pot and, like, oh my god, I'm gonna get that drama reaction from the Andy San because I'm talking so much shit about him. Oh my gosh. I'm just like, you're just making yourself look bad, dude. Like, what are you doing with your life? Fucking living in a box, living off of fucking Uber Eats, fucking one Big Mac away from a quintuple bypass, all this other shit. And it's like, bro, what are you doing with your life, man? Meanwhile, I'm just out here, fucking, I got my visa renewed, so good to go as far as that goes. Gonna be going back to school in the, well, not, it'll be for the summer semester, but it'll be like in April, May-ish. I'll have to check the exact dates. But I'm going back to Lakeland then to continue on with their bachelor's program, which is set to start. And I've also heard that they're going to be moving campuses too. So they're still going to be in the Tokyo area, but they're planning on kind of doing what Temple did, where instead of being in just like a collective, you know, collection of like office buildings and shit, like they have like an actual dedicated campus. So they're planning on moving, I forget exactly where they said, I think like Itabashi or some shit like that. Still within Tokyo, but it'll be like an actual dedicated campus. I don't know when that's going to be, but that's something to look forward to on the horizon. So gonna be doing that. Gonna get my fucking bachelor's. From there, I'll be able to get like a real big boy working visa. And hopefully by then the old Coloni Macaroni will be over with, so I can actually go out and socialize. Because, you know, that's another thing. Let's see. I was watching Sam's Big in Japan vids going back 12 years ago. Yeah! He's gotten bigger and more stationary, sits at home all day. Yeah. That's pretty much how it is, man. Like, I actually really enjoyed Sam's content back in the day. You know, because he was just, you know, that was his whole hook, was, you know, being a real, you know, being all real and real talk, and, you know, like, it was nice to learn about what life was like for a bigger fella living in Japan, you know. And he's just gotten, like, it's gone beyond just, like, yeah, lose a little bit of vanity weight, you know, like, kind of make, you know, It's gone from just losing a couple pounds to like make sure the elastic on your underwear doesn't snap over, to like, bro, you like, this is a problem, you know? Because like, I'm not the type of guy to like make fun of people because of their weight, not just because I'm fat, but I just feel like that's this low-hanging fruit and just a really cheap shot, you know? But in his case, he just does it to himself, you know? Like, it's gone beyond, like I said, it's gone beyond just a little bit of vanity weight to actual, like, medical concern, because, you know, he's in his mid-30s now. And he's not going to live much longer if he keeps going the way he's going, you know? His heart's going to fucking give out. I'm positive he's got fucking diabetes, even though he doesn't say he does. He's undiagnosed, but yeah, man, like, if he has a fucking heart attack and die, or just have a heart attack and has to be, like, fucking taken to the hospital in an ambulance, like, and I don't mean this to, like, make fun of him or whatever, but, like, yeah, exactly, he was a heckin' chunker back then, but, like, now it's way out of control. You know, I used to, you know, whenever Nick would come over and do, like, Coke and Pepsi runs for him, I'd be like, you sure you wanna do that, man? Like, you know he's, like, way overweight, and, you know, he was, like, Mr. in buff, in shape man dude. I'm like, why are you enabling him like this? He's like, nah, man, it's fucking Sam, you know? It's fucking Sam, man. No big deal. So I was like, alright. You know, like, I never did any of that shit for Sam, because it's just like, nah. I didn't feel comfortable enabling him like that, so. But yeah, like, I was just thinking, like, what would happen if he would have a heart attack and need to be taken to a hospital, or if he fucking falls down the stairs and breaks his leg or something like that? Like, there's no elevator in the guest house. You know, like, how the fuck are they gonna take him out? Like, seriously, you know? Like, just even physically getting him out of the guest house. Like, are they gonna have to, like, fucking medvac him from the roof? Are they gonna have to fucking get, like, a crane, like, lower his at, like, I'm not doing this to, like, make fun of him, like, oh, he's fat, haha. But, like, seriously, like, he passed fat, like, 100 kilograms ago. Like, he's way beyond fat now, man. Like, he's not even morbidly obese, he's super morbidly obese. You know? And if he doesn't get his shit together, he's not gonna be around for much longer. You know? He's gonna end up as one of those sad internet stories. People fucking killing themselves over this kind of shit, you know? And even though I don't like Sam anymore, I just, from like a human to human perspective, it's fucking sad to see that kind of shit, you know? Yeah, exactly. And even if they got 6 people to, like, navigate through the tiny ass hallways and stuff in Japan, like, that's gonna be a fucking challenge. You know, I'm honestly, like, just the logistics of getting his ass into the ambulance. That's the fucking hard part. Once I actually have him in there, it'll be pretty easy. But just getting him there, it's like fucking crazy, you know? But at the end of the day, guys, you know, he's done it to himself, so it is what it is. But as for me, focused on more positive things and more productive things as well. So yeah. So in addition to getting the visa, you know, like I said, I'm going to be starting up school again in the summertime, fall at the absolute latest, if they don't have the curriculum ready by then, because I can extend the visa up to a year. So I have 6 months, and if I still don't have full-time employment that'll give me a work visa by then I can apply for a 6-month extension. So I'm good for a year. So thanks, MS. I really appreciate it. It's good to feel happy, you know, like after this semester, man. Like I'm so glad that I took a break, because man, I was I was not in a good place. I was just burnt the fuck out from everything. Like, I had to take that break, you know. Just from dealing with school, because I didn't know if I was gonna pass math class. Like, it was very giddy, very down to the wire, you know. But managed to push through and got my degree. So, and I managed to get over a 3.0 GPA too, like cumulative, because when I got that C in math, it erased my failing grade and replaced it with the passing grade. So that little dip in the GPA from before didn't happen. Didn't happen. Been stricken from the records. So, you know, once I finished that, then it was just the anxiety of getting the visa situation taken care of, as well as figuring out my new source of income. Because now that I'm not going to school, I'm not on the GI Bill, so money's got to come somewhere, right? So right now it's just been figuring out my job situation. So thankfully, I'm still able to keep afloat thanks to freelance work and all that. So you boys keep them busy, you know. So I got a whole bunch of really ambitious projects coming up. I actually in the middle of putting together a video for Eric Surf 6 where he collabed with Asagi. So her channel's very fast approaching 100,000 subscribers. Like, she just blew up thanks to her reactions to like Filthy Frank, Uncle Roger, and stuff like that. Like, she went from like 20,000 to like nearly 100,000, like really fast. So I'm really glad to see her channel do so well. Although she has gotten some criticism because, you know, reaction-based content's pretty easy to put out, but you know, I'm just super happy for her success. And you know, I actually not only putting together the vending machine video for Eric, but I also put together his collaboration with Asagi doing a reaction video too. So, you know, I shot them both and edited them both. So I'm really looking forward to doing more shooting, actually, because, you know, as an editor, you know, you can only do so much. You know, you can only work with what you're given, right? But if you're the one also shooting, then you control pretty much everything. So I'm able to get a lot of the shots that I want, and I'm able to really, you know, boost the production value of whoever I'm working for, you know. And I also want to like learn new things and learn how new like camera techniques and stuff like that. So, you know, I've been just watching like documentaries and how other YouTubers do it, and just try to, you know, really up the production quality for Eric Surf 6, because, you know, Eric's just a wonderful guy, real super nice, really very giving, and, you know, I want his channel to really succeed. Like, he's really close to getting 1 million subs, and I just want to, you know, help him however I can, you know, and just be that, you know, if me putting together his videos kind of helps him take it to that next level, you know, I definitely want to help him however I can. Favorite anime? Oh shit, Salaryman Kintaro. I haven't heard that name in a while. That is, ooh, that's not Scotchy to the max. Oh my god. Haven't really watched. I've watched a couple episodes of Berserk. Same with Afro Samurai because it was on so much on TV. Gantz. The manga for Gantz is way better than the anime. But that being said, I don't usually watch dubs, but the Gantz dub is fucking fucking phenomenal, you know. Let's see, Monster, haven't heard of that one. Cowboy Bebop, I don't know. Like the more I watch Cowboy Bebop, the more I realize it's really good. Obviously, you know, it's in everybody's like top 10 list. But I think it's, largely overrated these days. Everybody kind of puts that as like their number one. Oh my god, Cowboy Bebop's the best, man. And it's good. Don't get it twisted, it's really good. But I think just looking at a lot of the anime that's come out since, it's, I don't know. I just think it's overrated. Black Lagoon, oh man. I have to rewatch that. It's been a while since I watched Black Lagoon. Yeah. For me, I liked a lot of the, I don't know, like, I'm on a bit of a, oh, nice. I was never really into, like, the horror, like, gore type anime. It wasn't really my style. But I was mostly into, like, music and sports, which is really weird, right? Because, like, I'm not really into real-life sports. But sports anime is fucking mad hype, dude. Like, it's fucking awesome. And it's not really as widely talked about as, other stuff. So it's kind of fits this little, like, niche within a niche of anime, which is really cool. So, and I watch the more, like, mainstream shit, like, Slam Dunk and, was it the Kurone no Basket? That one. Haven't watched Prince of Tennis. I should watch Prince of Tennis. I watched Baby Steps a little bit, but I think it got lost in the shuffle because there was a whole bunch of other anime coming out that season, so I had to push it aside. But it was really good for what I did see from that first season. Then Beck Mongolian Chop Squad was really good as a music anime. It's about this band like getting together and stuff. Yeah, Death Note was pretty good too. But I like Beck because it incorporates like bilingualness, so it has English and Japanese within the same context for the sub. So it's more than just like one scene. Like it's kind of this overarching thing. So it also has kind of a charm in its, some of the lyrics for the songs have kind of this Englishy type charm, where it's kind of English but phrased kind of strange, there's just like a certain charm to it, So yeah, the production value for it wasn't really that great. Like it's kind of rough looking, but I think that's, again, adds to the charm, because everybody likes to like gussy up their anime and include all this neat stuff. But I don't know. Sometimes I just like the basic shit. So there's that. As far as new shit goes, let me pull up my list here. Actually, hold on. Because I just added a whole bunch of new stuff to my queue because it's new anime season, right? So I usually give them the classic 3-episode watch. Oh, the English Japanese. I'll put it in the chat here. It's called Mongolian Chop Squad. Yeah, or it could just be called Beck, but just to narrow it down in search, just watch the sub. Like the dub is okay, but it loses a lot of its initial charm because the dub isn't all in English, and I think a lot of the charm of it comes from that sort of English-Japanese interaction. Like there's some characters who you can tell, like, are Japanese actors, like, trying to talk English. And then there's others who are, like, really good, So it's kind of a mixture. But even when the English isn't that good, it's still kind of charming, So definitely some good stuff. Where the fuck was I? Oh yeah. Get that anime list going. I have it here on my phone. I got premium. Oh, gotta log in. I bet you know who you talking to. Okay, maybe it's. Okay, there we go. It used to be Premium Plus, but so. Alright, Boku no List. Oh, sweet, they got new episodes out. Fuck yeah. Shit, I know what I'm doing later. So, going through the queue here, some of the new shit. You got Heaven's Design Team. It's basically the show about where God is getting sick and tired of designing animals. So the premise is like, what if God like outsourced his animal design team or his animal design or whatever to like a design team? So it's kind of interesting to like see that concept of like, well, how would a design team design a giraffe, right? It sounds really dumb. Like, how would they design a giraffe? What? Because he wanted like an animal that could reach really tall leaps. That was the basic premise. And so you kind of see like the process of like these people designing animals and plants to fulfill these very niche things. And it's got a really interesting premise. So I think I'm gonna keep going with it. And then a couple others I just added. I haven't watched them yet. Another sports anime, Wave, Let's Go Surfing. That's a good one. I watched that rock climbing anime last season. Really fucking good. Definitely check it out. I think it's just called like Climbing Sports, something or other. Not too many other rock climbing anime out there, so I don't think you'll get it confused. Yeah, I'll check out this Wave, Let's Go Surfing. Yatagame-chan, Konsetsu Nikkei. It's kind of isekai anime, I don't know. I'm just giving it the 3-episode watch. ReZero starting up a new season. Time We Got Reincarnated as a Slime started a new season. Quintessential Quintuplets is starting a new season, although I gotta finish up the first season because I kind of gave up on it halfway. The new Digimon Adventure, really been liking that one actually. Jujutsu Kaisen, Hidden Dungeon, only I can enter. Really been liking that one. Like from the first episode, I'm like, hell yeah, I fucking love this series already. So that I think is gonna be. Shit, there's also the 2 others that are like top tier for me. Dr. Ramune, Mysterious Disease Specialist, that one's pretty good. So I'm a Spider, So What? Kind of gives me the Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime vibes. That's another good one. That's pretty much what I got going right now. And then pretty much just waiting for other anti-tubers to come down with those hot recs. Although, I don't know, the recs haven't been quite as hot as they used to be. You know, it used to be where, you know, they would pull out some really obscure series and be like, yeah, check this out. They haven't been getting it like they used to. I'm a little sad about it, but still, you know. So that's what I got going on, which is nice. And then, let me check my email, yeah, also going to be talking to my boss about where do we go from here as far as work and stuff, because old state of emergency kind of messed with a lot of plans to get me started on work. So we're looking into different ways to work around that. So that's kind of what I've been dealing with for the past couple days now. Because, like, I was so happy to talk to him and be like, yeah, I finally got my new visa, and I'll be able to stay here and work and all this other stuff. He's like, that's awesome. but I guess because of the state of emergency, the building where they work out of got shut down. So I can't like physically go there until state of emergency's over with, which is going to be February 7th, last I heard. Although it's looking like they're going to extend it, but you know, it'll be February 7th as far as I know. But he got back to me recently saying that they're looking into finding some kind of workaround or something for like training and doing some other stuff. So, you know, just gotta keep swimming, folks. Keep swimming. Good things will come to those who work, and strongly believe that. So, yeah, just basically doing what I can. You know, just working on YouTube videos, other freelance stuff, just hanging in there. You know, so thankfully where I'm living is pretty cheap, so I don't have to come up with a whole lot of money. Just you know, try to keep the expenses low and try to work as much as I can. So it's kind of where we're at for now. Once things even out with my schedule for my main job, then I want to plan on making some more vids for myself as well. So definitely want to really work on making some good Indie Japandy content, especially once state of emergency's over with, because I don't know, it just even if it wasn't really enacted, it still feels weird like doing travel content right now, right? Because of what's all going around. So right now I'm in Kawasaki. That's in the Kanagawa Prefecture, like right under Tokyo. Like I'm basically separated by like a river, the Tamagawa River. So yeah, and I'm just on like the fringe end of things. So thankfully I'm not that far away from Tokyo. So you know, if and when I need to go into the city for work or you know, go to the store or whatever, I can do that. But I'm far enough away to where it's not crazy go city life, because for me personally, I like living near the city but not in the city, if that makes sense. You know, I like living in either like the burbs or just kind of on the fringe end of things, so that way when I need to go into the city I can, but I'm not like constantly surrounded by all the noise and goings on. You know, that's the thing I love about Kanagawa Prefecture is it's a lot more laid back than Tokyo. Like in Tokyo, I just felt like anxiety all the time because everybody's just going so fast, and I don't really get that when I visit, because I know like no matter how crazy it gets, you know, I'm just gonna go back home to Kanagawa and be all good. So yeah, and plus out here there's a lot of like forests and you know like parks and stuff like that. So if I need to go for a walk or whatever, usually just go out there. The sun's kind of peeking out now. I got the blinds so the image doesn't get all blown out. But let me check the weather. The thing I love about Japanese wintertime is the clear skies, usually. Except for today. It's cloudy. But let's go back. Check the weather. 40% chance of rain. That's not too bad. Saturday's gonna be windy. Sunday's gonna get some rain. Okay. So overall, not too bad, all things considered. So yeah, it's gonna be really cold though. Thankfully, not as cold as it was last year. Last year was really fucking cold. Like it would get, you know, it would get to that like sort of, I don't know, man. Like it was weird. You know, because like back when I was living in Ohio and Michigan, yeah, it'd be cold, but like it wouldn't be that bad. But like I think it's probably because I have to like walk more in Japan, so I'm exposed to the cold a lot longer, versus back in America where like the furthest I'd have to walk would be to and from my car. So maybe that's the reason. But yeah, it's just, you know, it's even if it's not that cold temperature-wise, it's like that cold that kind of sits in your bones, and you're just like, ugh, everything fucking hurts. Like for me, when I get cold, like my joints, you know, I feel like I'm moving in slow motion because like everything starts to hurt and everything's all really stiff. Getting old sucks, folks. It's not pretty. But I know if I want to lose this Kelowna chub, sorry, definitely gotta get my fat ass outside, walk around, and not rely so much on the bucket. Just kidding. There's no bucket. But yeah, definitely once it starts to warm up a little bit, and the overall, you know, Kelowna Chain World Tour climate starts to die down, definitely want to walk off this Kelowna chub. So get back to what I weighed when I first moved back to Japan. So I was doing pretty good because like I was walking every day, and I didn't even change my diet. I still ate like shit out in America, but I would walk like 4 miles every day, and I was doing pretty darn good, you know. But things going on the way they are right now, it's just, I don't know, it just doesn't feel very responsible for me to go out just gallivanting around Japan right now. So, many Japanese eat from KFC but that Christmas. Yeah, I was thinking about doing that, but you know, there's not a KFC that's close by to where I live now, so I had to do the 7-Eleven, or not 7-Eleven, but the Family Mart Christmas. So they had like a Christmas set where you can get like 6 Fammy Chickies, but they're like a special Christmas edition Fammy Chickie where it's like, it's supposed to mimic like oven roast chicken or whatever. It was really, really good actually for the first 3 Chickies. Once I got past Chickie number 3, it was just like, ooh, this is too much. But yeah. But back when I was stationed in Yokosuka, there was a KFC right across the street from my apartment, and I remember like getting really excited because I had roommates, and I was like gonna surprise them and be like, yeah, let's eat some KFC for Christmas because, you know, it's Kentucky Christmas, and that's kind of what they do here in Japan. I was getting real excited, and I was gonna surprise them, like, hey guys, I got KFC for everybody. And they're kind of looking at me sideways like, why the fuck you got KFC, man? Yeah, fuck this shit. We're gonna go to Popeyes on base, man. Fucking whatever. It's like, oh. I was a little deflated. I was like, but Kentucky Christmas. Don't you know the spirit of Kentucky Christmas? Oh. So I ended up, you know, just eating it all. Thankfully, it wasn't like too much. I was pretty hungry, so that's what it is. But yeah, like the cool thing was, because I wasn't like in Tokyo, where you have to like pre-order that shit like months in advance, right? The Colonel died that day again. You know, 30 years after he already passed. It's a sad day. But thankfully I was able to make it up with the Christmas cake. They were a lot more receptive to the Christmas cake. So I got a Christmas cake that night, and they were throwing like a big party, and they were all drunk. They're like, fuck yeah, Christmas cake! And all this other stuff. We cut it and had a good time. So the day was saved at the end, but it didn't start off on the right foot, basically. But all this talk of Fammy Chickie and cake, you know, got this fat boy hungry. So I think we're gonna end things here for the time being. And I said I wasn't gonna stream very long, but here we are, like over an hour later. Such is life, right? But yeah, just a little TLDR. Things are doing good. Got my new visa, and moving on up in the world. So, with that said, guys, this is the Andy Sign. Sign for now, as always, forever. We'll see you next time. Catch you later, guys. Bye.